But let's say even like, let's say you have your customer service team lead or something, and they're decided like, oh, we're all innovating here, so I'm going to create some disruptive innovations in my core area, and that may not necessarily be, or like if everyone is doing disruptive innovation in their core areas, then suddenly the whole business would not thrive.
Yeah.
Right.
So actually,
there's got to be some sort of controls.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know we're talking about disruptive innovation, but usually I would say you want to do as little disruptive innovation as possible. And disruption, what is that? We haven't really defined it, right? But it's very sort of relative to each company. It is what is disrupting to you. And it typically points down to capability. It is what you haven't done before, what is very new to you or to the market, but often it's also to you that it's new. And that means it's highly risky.
It risks the core business as
yes.
well, right?
So actually you want as little disruption as possible. You want most of your innovation to be centered around the existing core, very incremental, very small steps that constantly evolves and improves, but also integrates new technology, saying like, how can we now use AI into our existing processes and improve them?
Yeah.
So there is a need for a system. And that's what you are, cycling around is how do you control that? And of course, then you need, especially in a larger company, you do need a system that helps evaluate innovation ideas, but the evaluation should happen as close to the idea origination as possible. So each department should have their own setup of saying in the legal department, like if we're innovating in the legal department, what are the ways that we want to innovate? What are the areas? We want to improve a lot, but maybe there's also a big step we need to take that's more radical and disruptive. Okay, we also need to take that. So ideas for that are welcome. But because the wrong thing to do is to make a central program and a committee that needs to sit and evaluate everyone's ideas. A lot of companies have tried that with these idea platforms and boxes, and none of them that I've heard of really worked, unless it's about sort of lean improvement. There you can do it, like how do we save a box somewhere, and that works. But otherwise, no one can evaluate ideas that came from faraway corner.
Yeah.
And also, you should try to make the ideas people have to be about their own area. If you get ideas on others' behalf, they should work differently. It's much harder because they won't love it, right? It was not invented there. So nurture the ideas to come from people, but within their own area.
Yeah.
So the sort of lawyers in the legal department, they should think about the legal department and how to improve that. Not the procurement department. They can do their own innovation, right? Of course, you can share ideas, do that over the coffee machine or during lunch, but the responsibility should be innovate within your own area. And then you can manage it.
Hey, if you enjoyed this quick clip, check out the full episode of Winning Friends linked below.